In this video, we're going to take a quick look at the difference between quotes and sales orders. Now in Transact, they use the same screen layout, so it can be a little bit confusing as to the functionality of each of these different things. The main difference is on the inventory side. You can see here there are a few differences, but this is the main one. Quotes do not affect allocations and do not affect on-hand values for the particular items that are on that quote. So when an item goes onto a quote, there is no effect on allocations because you don't know if that customer wants to purchase that thing yet. When you convert that quote to a sales order, then that item is accounted for so that you can make sure that if I quote 50 2x4s, I have 50 2x4s because that person may come in for that order soon. So I need to know that I make sure that I have enough inventory. The on-hand values are not affected until those items are invoiced out and actually leave the building, because then you no longer have those things on hand. Contain special order, vendor details, quotes and sales orders both do that. As far as the customer information, both quotes and sales orders contain related customer information such as name, address, phone number, etc. Quoted price and expiration date. Yes, you can set that expiration date for your quotes for how long those are good for, and both of those retain that information. Manage customer deposits. Quotes do not. Sales orders do that for you. Notifications for email and text. Quotes and sales orders both do that. Delivery documentation. You're not going to be delivering anything on a quote until you convert that to a sales order. Job awareness and credit limit awareness is a yes for both quotes and sales orders. As far as what these things produce, you can produce another quote off of a quote. You can copy that same quote and assign it to a different customer or the same customer if you desire. You cannot make a quote from a sales order. You can't go backwards. Can I create a sales order? Yes, from a quote. That's how you get a sales order, is you convert a quote to a sales order. Actually, you could just start with creating a sales order straight away instead of starting from the quote side. But can I create an invoice from a quote? No, but you can. And that's the process here is to create an invoice from the sales order side. Purchase orders. You can create purchase orders straight from quotes or sales orders. And then the other side of that is you can create request for quote from your vendor. So the request for quote is you get an item on this quote or sales order, and you want to check with your vendor what your quoted cost would be. So you can create that request for quote from quotes or sales orders. So those are the differences and the similarities between these two things. Again, the main thing is the inventory side, that sales orders do affect allocations, quotes do not, and neither of these things affect on-hand values.